I think that she went to bed already. Yeah, I have sleep video and good night messages. But yeah, I think maybe she decided to go to bed early because we got a nice chance to visit earlier. Um, so, oh, good night to everyone else. And Sydney, as you watch this later, I'm really sorry that I was pretty late this time coming on. Um, yeah, I really wish I would have caught you. Um, I'm a little stressed out because the other driver in that car accident is like going back on his word at the scene. It was so it was so straightforward, and like now he's like trying to say that I was intoxicated and that I was like driving too fast. He was the one that had a stop sign. I didn't have a stop sign, and I know that I was going pretty damn slow because I was coming up on a McDonald's to get coffee, and I have no idea why he was out there in no man's land when there's oncoming traffic coming. Oh, you are on. Good, good, good. I, I, I had I had almost given up because it looked like you had gone to bed based on what I saw. Um, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, the other guy in the car accident has given me trouble now, and I got an email um, from his State Farm. Like he has the same car insurance as I do, and it says something about contacting an attorney. Um, yeah, at the scene, he didn't want the police there, and I'm like, I'm okay, I'm fine with that because car smelled of weed, but that's uh that's hearsay. It's gonna be hearsay because no one else was there. So I figured it was best for both of us since he admitted fault at the scene. And I called State Farm immediately, my car insurance, and I told them exactly what happened. So that's really stressing me out. I need to talk to my car insurance, and I have a completely clean driving record. I've never been at fault for an accident, and I was not at fault for that accident either. Because clearly he had the stop sign. I didn't. It was clear cut. He went when it wasn't clear. Or maybe I was going so slow that he thought maybe I was letting him go or something, but no, I was moving, obviously, because I ended up hitting him. Yeah. And it's just like overwhelming. I lose track of things. I have a doctor's appointment, with my psychiatrist, and like med check, and should be coming up pretty soon because she said see you back in a month, and I can count how many because it's a 30-day supply. So that appointment is coming up. I realize I don't have it in my calendar. it should be set up immediately on reminders, and I don't know how that slipped through the cracks. But yeah, so I got to call them, and I got to call my car insurance in the morning, or not in the morning, right after work tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna be the best time to deal with it, unless they call while I'm at work, because all of a sudden this is like being a big deal now. Yeah, because of depression. After it happened, and I got set up with the shop, and I got set up with my car rental. I didn't really do anything, like I didn't. I mean, I initially put through a very thorough description, of the car accident. So I didn't think there was anything further that I needed to do. The shop had my order, and yeah, I think I called State Farm just a little bit before to kind of make sure everything was clear. Um, for my car's repair, and yeah, that I'd have to come up with a deductible, that this guy is trying to say that something else happened when I just said it. I described it as it was. I really did. Yeah, I really needed you to come on. And his State Farm car insurance trying to tell me that I should forward this to an attorney is utterly ridiculous, because you gotta obey the traffic signs. Clearly, that's what happened. And I'll tell you right now, I was very alert when that happened, but like I said, I was kind of looking towards the McDonald's where it was, and this damn car came out of nowhere. Like, mm, I thought it was such a not a big deal, like, at the time, and it's turning into a mess. Just really stressed about that. Can't have this money tied up into something. That's why it's stressing me out, because I don't want anything to get in the way. That's the thing that I'm working so hard for. I find it difficult to focus on other things. But as a unit attached, we'll be able to function as a unit. Detached right now physically from you. so bad. So, right after work tomorrow, I don't know, maybe my PS2 controller died for a reason right now. Being depressed and missing you, I feel like I want to do something fun all the time because I'm missing you, and it doesn't hurt as bad when I'm doing something fun. Just having trouble. And it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this before. Being so in love, I'm out of my mind. Did you get that, baby? Hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Thank you. you like to keep it on the like. Yeah, me too. Keeping it on the positive. I go back and forth, never in between. I need your comfort. There's no dose of Seroquel that can take that away. Every time they up my dose, it feels a little more manageable, but then it just catches back up. I was needing you here. Yeah, there's something else too that I wanted to tell you earlier. But yeah, it was after you had left, and I'm gonna wait on it. So I had taken a seat in my computer chair in there, and I was ready to kind of talk about this, but like I'm not really gonna go into very much detail, about this at all. But the when I was watching the show, the OA, there's there's some things there's some things in there that you really need to see. Um, our stories kind of mingled in there in a metaphorical way, but it's rather obvious. Um, yeah, it had me crying, you know, yesterday. It was after you'd gone to bed, because I was like, wow. I was like, the whole plan for us is like there, and her story is kind of like yours. the OA. Um, you don't even want to know what that stands for. Original Angel. That show is like I'm so hooked, and that's partially why it's been difficult to get things done. It is like revealing things in our relationships. So you remember what I said, things that have to do with our relationship, I'm like all over it. Everything else, I didn't even try that hard with like baseball lately. It's been that show, the OA. Um, it's really good, and it's really affecting me. And this is most that I've been affected since watching the Green Mile. Um, we need to watch it together when you get here. Um, watch it on watch it with me. Like through your TV on Netflix. Yeah, because I kind of told you it was like when I started. I'm like, it's really interesting. You should watch it. I hadn't even wasn't even making um, making the connections yet of what affected me so deeply. What I saw last night, like I just lost it. I immediately hit pause and I was bawling, like, because looks like we're like represented in this movie. Not movie, but show. So I finished part one, which had many episodes. Like I was telling you that I thought it was part one and part two. Like I saw it was like an hour and 10 minutes for what it said episode one, like part one. I'm like, oh, okay, And I guess part two is probably about equal amount of time tomorrow. So that's why I picked the show. I'm just like, yeah, that'll work out pretty good because I don't have enough time before bed to watch a movie. And I was just looking for something, that I could fit in that time slot. And then I went down this whole rabbit hole, way in the rabbit hole. So the flies are really down. Like I have annihilated them. Like their population is way down. Oh, I have to do my best. Okay, so this is from As Seen on TV. So I got to do a hi, Billy Mays here. I almost did it, but hi, Billy Mays here. Like he sounds like he's on like cocaine or something. He's got these intense eyes, and he's like, "Hi, Billy Mays here. You gotta check out this amazing tape. You see this boat? I'm gonna saw it in half." And he goes, and then he just like takes it, and then you see him like then you see him with this boat, and it's just like a basic like metal that you could put like metal boat that you could put an outboard engine on. Whoa! I didn't even know that was on. I will let that keep killing them in that area by leaving it there. Yeah, so like you see him in this motorboat. He's booking it. He's probably going like 50 miles an hour in this, kilometers an hour, maybe 70 ish. Yeah, 75 ish. I don't know. But yeah, he's going really fast, and the boat is sawed in half and it is taped. um, but yeah, he was really energetic and stuff. Um, yeah, he died pretty young in his like uh, in his 40s, I think. But he actually he was born um, in the same place that I was, essentially, like Pittsburgh. Um, but yeah, he died pretty young of a heart attack, and yeah, I'm thinking like he was so wired, like the Energizer Bunny, and his ticker just quit, or the cocaine, like I don't know, he really seemed like he was on cocaine, like. Oh, you can look up those commercials, babe, as well as a wonderful array of YouTube poops, um, with the Billy Mays. Um, they're pretty funny, but yeah, when I hear "as seen on TV," I think of Billy Mays right away. Like, he's who comes to mind. Should still be on. I don't know. I just pretty sure it's on. That's why I like to have it on the lights on, because then for sure it's on. Otherwise, it's hard to tell. Actually, there's no light to really like tell you. Get this wall over here real quick. They always spilled up. It's weird because the fan up on the ceiling fan, which does work actually. Um, but the lights don't work on it, like I said, and that's like the main lighting for the room, and it doesn't work. Like, I need lights. This thing behind me, this lamp post thing, none of those are working. This place is falling apart. That's why I'm stressed too. This place needs so much fixing up, but we need to do it. We have to do it. Why? Because we can make it our own. And that's really important. I need to batten down the hatches and just make those phone calls that I'm stressed out to make, and I can't do that now anyway. It's Sunday evening, you know. So let tomorrow worry about tomorrow. It's from the Bible. Jesus said that when he was talking about worry. I feel the breeze too. It's soothing, and I don't know. When I when I went down to I'll explain why I might be a bit over emotional. Um, when I went to help Justin, I didn't have enough Seroquel with me. I had 150 milligrams, and I'm on 450 a day, so I only had 150. I felt fine that day. That was when I drove home, and then I was really happy to come home and talk with you. And yeah, then the following days, though, it's been bad. It's been really bad. Yes, I took 450 last night and the night before that, but basically skipping a day essentially is what that was. I think the ripple effect is I'm getting like hit by the waves now of emotions, um, adrift, as it were. But yes, let tomorrow worry about tomorrow, because there's nothing I can do about it today. Which reminds me of that that really funny Office episode. It was the second. It's second episode, first season. So it's like almost right off the bat. Diversity Day, and it was talking a lot about like racism and stuff. And so the the speaker for Diversity Day that comes in, he is a fairly light skinned, like black man, and his name is Mr. Brown, you know. And so when he introduced himself, Michael Michael goes, "Oh yeah, like really?" He just like laughed, you know, like, and he's like, "No, seriously, that's my name, Mr. Brown." And he's like, "Oh, oh my gosh." And then like, yeah, he couldn't stand the speaker, Mr. Brown, you know. So after he did his thing, he's like, "Well, I'm gonna have my own diversity day." Like he's like, I'm gonna lead it, you know. And so he started by recording for like 1 hour in his office or something, you know, made this little intro video. And it's called Diversity Tomorrow, because today is almost over. Reminds me of that. But it's Sunday. I did try to call State Farm. I was like, what the heck, you know, like maybe somebody will be able to type some information into my file, give me their specific email address so that I could send pictures of that intersection. But yeah, I got to do all that tomorrow. I'm not contacting an attorney just yet. Like, I don't know what the hell he's trying to claim. Like I said, it was clear traffic signs. You know, like he screwed up. That's all there was to it. And not only that, for him to say that he thought that I was intoxicated is absolutely ridiculous. The dumbass stood there and didn't know what to do, and I had to um, do everything, and he's just standing there in the intersection "Oh," like scratching his head. And I'm the one who was coherent. I was a little shaken up, but I definitely led the charge there. Um I was the first one to ask for his insurance because he didn't know what to do. Like he's just like, and for him to fight me on that, come on, bud. I wouldn't try to claim that you're intoxicated because you came out of a stop sign at a bad time. Well, like when I saw his condition, too, I'm just like, this guy is really rattled, he can't function, like, so I need to kind of do everything here. And I'm the one who backed out of the intersection. Think about all that tomorrow and before I smoke. Yes, I need to do some things before I smoke. The the depression that I feel, and I don't suffer from depression, but I'm depressed. So I have all the symptoms of depression, now because of the circumstances that have been very difficult for me. Um, but we're gonna fix it all, and we're gonna fix it all soon. Are you still there, my love? Signal me. Have you gone to sleep, love? I love what you picked for me to sleep till. I know you'll watch this later. That sucked me in, and your thoughtfulness and all my problems were just so small. I will talk to you tomorrow night. Good night, my love.